Alright guys, here we are about to start with Lavender and Lemon number 2. Okay, in this one I'm going to be using a fragrance oil, and it is by Nature's Garden, and it is called Lemon and Lavender. Very, very pretty. Okay, and for colorants we are going to be using Lavish Lavender, and this is from Nurture Soap. And we will also be using Yellow Vibrance Mica, also from Nurture Soap. Okay, and in my base oils, there is olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, castor oil, and canola oil. And as a super fat, which is the oils that's left behind that you will feel moisturizing your skin even after you rinse your soap off, is a combination of shea butter and cocoa butter. Also to this, I am adding creams or milks, which is goat's milk and coconut milk powder. Also in the lye water is aloe vera and also tussis silk, which gives you that smooth, silky spa feeling to your soap. Okay, I think that's everything that's included in this soap. So I'm going to get blending, and I'll do a voiceover at the parts where the stick blender is going. I'm going to do a swirled look on this, but very, very simple with the two colors. Okay. And this is the lye solution, just adding it to my oils. And I forgot to mention, also in the oil base is kaolin clay and colloidal oatmeal, which add extra moisturizing properties and smoothness to the soap. Okay, that is the lye water added in. And then we'll do the same thing. In this case, we do not have to blend until we get a thick batter. We actually need it to stay kind of thin in order to separate off some of the batter for the colors. Right, even though I love the 100% olive oil soap, this soap with the other additives is really, really, really good for your skin. It has a silky feel due to the clays and the silk that's added. It's still a love of mine as well. Okay, I just stick blend into a light trace, which is the same look as the other olive oil. Okay, and now I'm going to add to this the creams. The creams have sugars in them just like the aloe vera, so they'll add extra bubbles to your soap. I'm just going to stick blend this. We are done with emulsification. We can add the additional oils in, the super fat. And also blend that in. Now, normally I would add the fragrance oil at this point, but I've only used that fragrance oil in a half batch. So I'm going to separate this first, just a little bit for the purple on the top. Okay. And to this, I am going to add the yellow mica. I'm using a half a tablespoon of this. Considering that the soap is already like a yellowish green, this should take just fine without having to use too much mica. And that is the yellow. Okay, now I'm going to add some of the fragrance oil to this one. That should be plenty. Sit that one off to the side. That's for the purple. Tap. Okay, I must say that fragrance oil loosens up the batter, so it slows down trace. That's very good if you're working on any type of design that you want to do. Oop, don't get that in there. Okay, now we're just going to add the purple in a moment, but I'm going to go ahead and pour the yellow into the mold. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yep. Okay. Scrape out the container. Ooh, this smells delicious. Okay. And this one I'm also going to tap down on the ground to get the air bubbles out. Now slide that over. Stick blender back over. Make sure I don't drop the cord into it. Okay. Now for this one I'm going to put the fragrance oil in first because sometimes my purple tends to harden up my batters. And we don't want that. We actually, whoa, hold on. Take it off for a second before it falls over. It makes a mess. Okay. Now this is the purple lavender, lavish lavender colorant. We don't have a lot of batter, so I don't need as much. A little less than half a tablespoon. Close them up before I have an accident with mica all over the place. And I'll turn the blender on in just a moment. See what color we get. We might have to add more if it looks great. Alright, that purple mica for me can be really tricky. I have had it seize 2 of my batches and I had to re-batch them over into some other soaps. Alright, but it worked this time pretty good. Right, so we're going to let this thicken up just a little bit. And that fragrance oil definitely slows down trace. So it's a good one to do designs with. So put this one in. And it has thickened up in there. Okay, let me check, make sure we're in frame for the next part. Scoot it back just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's ready. And I allowed this to thicken up some so I can mound it on the top a little bit. Because if I'd have left it too loose, it's a chance some of it would have spilled over the side of the mold. So Karen, this gives you an option of having 2 different types of soap. One with lemon and lavender essential oil and another with lemon and lavender fragrance oil. Of course, this one is not all natural because of the fragrance oils and the micas that you see in it. But the micas are skin-safe micas, sort of along the lines of what you would use as, what is it, eyeshadow? Eyeshadow colorants. So they are skin safe. Okay. Now that is on the top. I'm going to tap it down. What I have here, guys, is a sundae spoon. So I'm just going to move some of the soap towards the center for a second, and then I'm going to do something else down the middle. Hopefully the soap underneath the yellow hasn't gotten too hard where I'm unable to do this. Okay. Putting it down the center of the soap. And all I'm doing is just turning it a little. And when I cut this, if I got this in time, there'll be a little bit of the purple swirled into the yellow on the bottom. Yep, it should be because there's some of the yellow right there. Okay. Now I'm going to clean this back up on the top. Smooth it out a little bit. Okay, guys. And that is it. Now, this one will not take 3 days to harden. This one will be cut tomorrow within 24 hours. All right, everyone. I have already cut a few of the bars off of the loaf of soap. So that's what it's looking like. That's the lemon, the yellow, and that's the lavender at the top. And that is the texture of the top. All of my bars are 1 inch thick. and generally weigh anywhere from 3.5 ounces to 4 ounces after they have cured all the way, which curing can take anywhere a minimum of 4 weeks up to 6 weeks. The lower your water amount in your batter, the faster your soap cures because the water needs to evaporate. There's another cut. Because if you use the soap too soon and all of the water hasn't evaporated out as much as it should be, your bar of soap will not last as long. See, now that one you don't see the air bubble in it, but it's on that side still. Okay, amazing. Okay, and this should be the last cut. Okay, that's the final one. And then I got a smaller bar. Usually I can chop this up and turn this one into samples or use it for myself as a bar of soap. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I got 10 bars of soap out of this loaf. So guys, thank you for watching. This is the lemon and lavender. I think this is my prettiest one to me. And it doesn't have the air pocket in it. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. And either the olive oil one will be in front of this video or after this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.